Hello everybody. Greetings from the garage floor. Frugal Explorer Dad here. And today we are going to be covering the installation of a Curt receiver hitch into the back of my 3rd gen 4Runner. You will need an impact, a torque wrench, a 19mm socket, and a 17mm socket. The first step we're going to do is we're going to have to take off the existing eyelets for the tow hooks. Once those are removed, we're going to save those bolts and slide in some adapter brackets to the frame for the additional 2 bolts that this receiver is going to require. Elevate the hitch into position, and then we will bolt up the bolts you had left over from the tow hooks into the welded in bolts in the frame, and then we will bolt the adapter through some holes that are already pre-drilled in the frame as well as the back of the frame. And those bolts that ship with the Curt are the ones that are going to require the 19mm socket, and the ones that were on the 4Runner to begin with are going to be a 17mm. Well, that one is on there pretty tight, so let's go see if we can get a breaker bar. Try to get that thing loose. Alright, so you've pulled off your existing tow hooks, and now let's go ahead and install these adapter plates, which look like this. Now the thing to note is the little nut end faces up, and this flat end right here goes towards the center line of the vehicle. Okay, so I'm under here, got the hitch resting kind of on my lap. This should be the part in the show where if you got a good friend, it'd probably be a good idea to see if they might want to come over and give you help with this. But since I'm on a time constraint and Hairstyle and Hiker's not here and the boy's not here and the dog lacks opposable thumbs, I'm going to have to figure this one out on my own. So I'm going to sling this hitch up here. This is the driver's side. I'm going to use my knee to hold up the passenger side while I get the driver's side flush mounted, and then I'm going to start one bolt. And I'm just going to, instead of messing with sliding that adapter bracket and trying to line everything up, I'm going to use the 2 existing holes for the toe eyelets, and then I'll get them matched up on either side, kind of loosened in there. Then I'll worry about starting to thread the adapters. Okay? So I got my knee locked, and now I'm just gonna start these bolts. So they're just snugged up by hand right there. That's not gonna move anywhere. Now we'll go to the other side. See how my knee's holding it? I'm just gonna put my hand on it. I'm gonna slide my butt over. Now, There's our 2 existing holes. I'll hold it with my left hand, thread it with my right. So now she's kind of free hanging, as you can see. Now I'm going to get those other 4 bolts and we'll start hand tightening down the adapter plate. Now, these bolts did come with concave washers. Now I don't know if you can see them, but you want to take this side, which is the concave side, and it's got little burrs that you can see out here on the rings. You want to have that facing away from the head of the nut, and then you kind of got to manipulate the bracket until you find it, and it starts spinning. Okay, now it's in there. Now we'll do the very end piece, which if you see it, it's kind of hanging out back here. This is one of those instances where I'll put my knee in the center of it, pick it up. Now we got all 4 bolts seated on this side. Let's go to the other side and get it seated before we snug them all down. Everything's started. Now I'm gonna run them in real quick with my handy dandy impact, but I'm not gonna go super far. I'll get them torqued with the torque wrench after that, but I'm gonna run until they go click once. Switch it up to a 19. Now, the instruction guide calls for 79 foot-pounds of torque on these guys and 110 foot-pounds on these ones. So the ones that go on the new adapter bracket, 110. The existing holes and bolts. Got my torque wrench set with the 110. Whew. Okay, so now we're gonna match up the torques on the other side. So those of you playing at home, it's just the same as the side we just did. Okay, so I got it all installed. Went a heck of a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. 4 bolts, pretty easy install. Just remember, you need a 17 and a 19 millimeter, a torque wrench, and it'd be good to have a 1/2 inch impact to spin all this stuff off, because I know those first ones were hard to get off. Anyway, thanks for watching, and be sure to see the next video, which is going to be wiring this all up, at least for a 4-way. I'm not going to put a brake controller on it yet because I don't need one. But thanks for watching.